Hey, what's going on, everybody? So today Apple had their September 15 event where we saw two new products and some updates to their services. So let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, so I'm going to quickly talk about all this, let you know what I think about it. So first off, let's start off with the Apple Watch Series 6. So the main thing here with this new Series 6 Apple Watch is the new blood oxygen sensor. So you can now take your blood oxygen level right on your wrist in only 15 seconds. Now this is going to be a new application in watchOS 7 specifically for the Series 6 watch, and it's another one of those great heart features and health features that continue to be added to the watches over the years. The new Series 6 is going to feature a new sensor on the back and a new crystal as well. It's going to shine red instead of the green. Now another thing here with the new watch is a faster processor, of course. That's every single year. So we have the new S6 chip, which is based on the iPhone 11 processor basically. So it's going to be plenty of fast, and it's going to be a nice noticeable improvement over the Series 5. Now with the Series 5 watch, Apple introduced the new always-on display, so your display never goes to sleep on your watch, so you can kind of quickly glance down at it and take a look. But now they've actually improved the always-on display, so it's now much brighter in outdoor conditions. They've also added a new altimeter, which allows you to see your real-time elevation. So if you like going on a lot of hikes or going way up in the mountains or something, you can see your elevation at all times. And then one of the final things here is we have a whole bunch of new options for customization of your watch. So we have new case colors, we have all new band designs and colors as well. So if you notice right here, we have the new product red case, which looks really cool. Now you can only get the product red case with a matching product red band, but there are several different materials of band choices for that product red case. And of course, it only comes in the aluminum finish if you get product red. There's also a new blue case color here, which is also aluminum. It also looks really good and goes great with all the new bands as well. And speaking of the new bands, we now have a new thing called a solo loop. So basically a solo loop has no fasteners or anything like that. You just simply slide it on your wrist and that is it. You can get the solo loop in either a braided material like this one right here, or you can get the solo loop in a material that is similar to the sport loop, which you can see it right there. Now don't worry, the sport loops are still available as well, or the sport bands I should say, so they're right there as you can see. And then of course we have watchOS 7, which is going to be on these watches when they ship, and it's going to add a lot of new features, and we've heard of some new features today that we didn't know were actually coming. The first one is family setup, so you can get your entire family Apple Watches even though they do not have an iPhone. You can actually set it up through your phone. So for example, if you're a parent and you want to get your kid a watch, you can, and you can control it completely through your watch app. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, that pretty much does it for the Watch Series 6. So let's move on to the Watch SE. Okay, so the Apple Watch SE. So I have a feeling this is going to be a very popular model here for a lot of people. So this one also comes out on the 18th as well, and you can order it today. Now the Watch SE is exactly what you think it is. It is a cheaper Watch Series 6. So this has the Apple Watch Series 6 and Series 5 design basically. So you have that same nice screen. Now to make this cheaper than the Series 6, they did include the S5 processor instead of the new S6 processor, but the Apple Watch Series 5 is plenty of fast, and that chip is not going to be bad at all. And they're definitely targeting people that are coming from, let's say, like a Series 3 watch, so this is going to be affordable for them, and it's going to be a huge improvement. So it'll be 30% larger than a Series 3 watch, for example. This does include the altimeter, which is included in the Series 6, and it has all the same other things as well for fitness related things. And it also includes the family setup. So this watch, it's just a cheaper Series 6, so it's going to be very popular. I know it's going to be popular. It gives you all the great watch features you love and you want without having to pay a fortune. Now you can only get this watch in the aluminum cases with either the solo loops, the sport loops, or the sport bands. It comes in gold, space gray, and silver. And the good news about this watch, it's only $279 for the 40mm model, and I believe $309 for the 44mm. So yeah, you get all the great features of the Series 5 watch in that more affordable price. So yeah, that is the new Watch SE. So when Apple moved on over to the iPads, they started off with the base model iPad here. So it's still the same price, it's still the same design, all that good stuff. But the main key difference here is it now features the A12 Bionic chip. So much faster performance. I'm kind of upset a little bit because I have a 7th generation iPad, but oh well, it is what it is. But this has the new A12 Bionic, so this thing is going to be pretty quick. But yeah, that's basically it for just the normal iPad. And it also comes out on the 18th. Now, if we really want to see some new stuff with iPad, let's talk about the iPad Air. This is very interesting to me because I just don't know what Apple is trying to do here. So the whole point of the iPad Air when it first came out was to basically give you a cheaper iPad Pro. And over the years, it definitely lived up to that promise. So Apple has basically gave us a 11-inch iPad Pro that's called an iPad Air. So you can see the new design. It's all screen, looks just like the iPad Pro does, 11-inch. But you can see, interesting, they did 10.9-inch instead of 11-inch. They got to make it a little different, right? And this thing comes in some all new colors here that we've never seen before, especially on an iPad. Now we've seen silver and space gray. They've updated the rose gold color, so they've changed it up a little bit. But we now have a new green and a new sky blue, and these colors look really interesting. It's going to be neat to see how many people actually buy these. And this thing's going to come in either 64 gig or 256 gigabytes. The crazy thing about this iPad as well is instead of Face ID, which the iPad Pro has, they have included Touch ID in the power button or the lock button. It's a way to not have Face ID, but you now have the Touch ID sensor in the lock button. Now, is this better than Face ID? I don't know, is it? But it's kind of interesting that Apple would choose to go this route, but they would have to put a true depth camera in the iPad Air so Face ID could work. So I guess that's why they did it. Maybe it was cheaper to put in Touch ID in the power button. Now Apple has went ahead and gave us the new A14 Bionic chip, which is kind of crazy because that means the iPad Air is now more powerful than the iPad Pros, and that is just really interesting to me. But this thing right here is insane for an iPad Air. It's going to be interesting to see what Apple does with the iPad Pro. I was kind of expecting another update to those, but yeah, this thing, if you can think of an iPad Pro feature, it's got it. I mean, this is going to be compatible with the Apple Pencil 2. It's, magnetic charging on the sides. It has the cameras that the iPad Pro has. I mean, it literally has it all. So if you want to buy an iPad Pro 11-inch, well, you're kind of crazy, because really the only advantages right now, if you want an iPad Pro, is only if you want the 12.9-inch screen, the 120 hertz refresh rate, and Face ID. I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, this thing even has USB-C as well. So yeah, iPad Air 2020, very interesting to see this. I don't know what Apple's going to do. Oh yeah, I forgot the LiDAR sensor and the triple camera system. That'd be another iPad Pro advantage. But yeah, interesting to see this. What do you guys think about it? Also, the iPad mini did not get anything. It's still chilling and same everything it has. So interesting to see that as well. Are they going to discontinue this soon? Are they going to do a full screen iPad mini? But yeah, this new iPad Air is not coming out till next month sometime. So if you want to get one, you better order it now, because it's probably going to be very popular as well. Finally, Apple One is a new bundle. So there's 3 different plans for Apple subscription services. Personally, I don't use any of Apple's services really except iCloud, but you can get iCloud storage, Arcade, TV Plus, the new Fitness Plus, news, music, all that stuff. You can get it, and you can even share it through a family. So That's pretty neat as well. But yeah, here's the plans and what are included in case you're interested. Now let's talk about the Fitness Plus real quick as well. So that's coming later this year, before the end of the year. And that's basically Apple's competitor to, I guess, something like Peloton. So you're going to be able to watch workout videos in your own home or wherever you are. And it's going to be pretty interesting. I think it'll be popular. It is kind of annoying that something like that would be a paid service, but oh well. I think it'll be very popular, and it'll probably be a good competitor to Peloton as well. Final thing we've learned about the event today is that all the OSs that were announced at WWDC, so that's iOS 14, iPad OS 14, tvOS 14, and watchOS 7 are going to be available tomorrow, September 16th. So that means I have a lot of videos to make about those operating systems. So be sure to look out for my everything new in each one of those. So those videos will be coming out as soon as I can get them made, edited, and uploaded. And the final announcement that I want to say is I will be getting one of these right here, the Apple Watch Series 6. If you guys watch the channel, you know I have an Apple Watch Series 2. And that one is now no longer able to update. So watchOS 7 is not going to be available on the Series 2. They have finally dropped support. It's kind of sad. I've had this watch ever since it came out and I've loved it. I've worn it every single day. But I am very excited to move on to the Apple Watch Series 6. So once I get what color I want and the bands, because there's just so many cool combinations you can do nowadays. Once I get all that figured out, I'll get it ordered and I'll try to make as many videos as I can with the Apple Watch Series 6. So just for advanced, if you made it this far in the video, go ahead and leave a comment down below on what you would like to see with the Apple Watch Series 6. But anyways guys, just want to recap this event for you real quick today. Thank you all for watching as always. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and I will catch you all in the next video.